Hello everybody, my name is Matthias and I work at Centria University of Applied Sciences in Pietarsaari. I have joined this course and I do this presentation by video, not because video would be a new medium for me. It's actually the one that I have been working a lot with. But it's because I think video is far superior to any PowerPoint, Prezi or similar. And I have also used those. So at the same time, while using this video to introduce myself, I also can perhaps show a bit what I have done with video and also how video can be used. I'm not a beginner when it comes to online education. I've actually had the fortune to work for several years. First of all, I did a degree that's called Learning, Communication and IT at Gothenburg University. And in my job, I've had the actual explicit task to develop ways of teaching online. And that's what I've done in a project. And I have used these skills in class. So I'm not an expert in any way, and I think joining this course, there's probably a lot to be learned. And also one of my objectives is to compare my own ideas and the stuff that I have been doing pretty much on my own, to see what's current at Finnish universities and what is being taught in this course, and compare to both, and probably pick the best ideas that I get from here and to further develop my own ideas. Also, I think, since I noticed from reading other people's blogs, I think there are quite a lot of beginners in this course. And I'm not trying to be arrogant and say that I know everything, but since I have worked with especially video for a few years already, I reckon there might be a few tips that I could give maybe to people as well. What I have done, it's been within a program, and we have created something called a lecture studio. So the point is to have a lecture in a studio. We tried having just a studio, which means the teaching gets very stiff, and also that would mean that the teacher has to prepare a lecture totally from the start. Whereas normally if something is filmed in a lecture hall, then the quality is appalling. So what we have tried is to combine these two, that the teacher can have a regular lecture, but in a prepared classroom where we can take everything, where we get very good quality on both sound and picture, and also different kind of medias that are being used. And this is all then made into video. So that's why I have the experience of video. I have been able to teach a couple of classes, for instance, one called Social Media Marketing. I've had this class for 3 years, and that's also about as long as I have been learning myself about online education. And I have been able to develop it from year to year. And last year's course, I introduced quite many new things, apart from having my own video lectures, instruction films, and the regular passing out articles, YouTube clips and podcasts, for instance. I also started having digital assignments, because my idea of a flipped classroom is that people are actually prepared when they get to class. And the problem normally with the concept flipped classroom is that no one has prepared. So I tried to make this in a digital form, that where you have only a certain amount of time and a certain date when you have to do certain tasks before you get to the classroom. Otherwise you will lose points and fail the class eventually. So this worked out quite well. I had a class with 40 people, and I made these digital assignments with a program called ProProfs. quite cheap, like €9 a month, and works very well. I also tried to have, in order to ensure that it's the right person who actually does the assignments, I had a voice, it's called SpeakPipe, a program where students hand in assignments by audio. That's harder to fake if you're trying to have someone else make the assignments for you. I have used techniques such as gamification, trying to bring out and to make people compete against each other, to run a scoreboard for the whole course. And I have also had a very big focus on practical things in class. Since they do the theory on their free time, then we can do stuff in class, which is, for instance, making websites, making podcasts, editing video, and this is stuff that I have also created a lot of tutorials for. So I have made some simpler, some more advanced tutorials that students can use. Obviously they can find stuff on the internet as well, but making tutorials at the same time, you can tell them which tools you prefer yourself to use, so they can either use it or use something else. So far it's been rather successful, I would say, and I'm looking forward to having another class next spring. And hopefully from this course I can pick up some good ideas and embed those into my classes in the future.